topic before, is where you find and you look the target of the customer that you want for your business. Number 3, write out the features for your app. Remember that we learned also about the Canvas model. So through this model, we can write down in all these sticky notes, these color notes, all your ideas, and you need first to imagine what you want for your application, what features you want, how you want to put the information of your customer in your application, and also to make money with this application. Also, we want to learn how to create the graphic design of the application. In this platform that I'm going to show you today, we have a step-by-step way to build the application, and it's really easy. It's not that complicated as we think sometimes. Then we're going to build the application with the options that I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you 5 different types of platforms that have a free version in where you can build your application. After that, we're going to learn also how to submit the application that we build to the App or Play Store. So that way you can sell your application and you can start doing your business and selling online around the world. Market your app for maximum exposure. We want to do that also. We want to learn also that we can do business to business. Remember the B2B strategy? So we can do business to business with another company. So you can put in your application publicity from other companies and also get money for this structure and business to business. And the last part, we want to see some bonus from application making resources that we want to learn. I'm going to send you in the Telegram group also a video with some recommendations before we start building the application, and the tutorial video to build the application for free. That's what we're going to learn today. Okay, we have the first point, that is the generate an application idea. We already have an idea of a business, but in here we have some advices that we can use to improve applications that already exist, or similar applications for products that we want to sell. Most ideas are variation and combinations of all existing ideas. If you keep this in mind, it's open up your mind to think more creatively. So if you have your product, your merchandise, the service that you want to sell in mind, you can search for some applications about the product that you want to sell, and you can do mixes. You can combine ideas, all ideas that these apps have, plus the ones that you have, to create a new application. One way to come up with a great app idea is to put a twist on an existing idea, or try to combine elements from various applications that you like. So find first an application that you like, and then with your own ideas, you can improve a better application that have all these components, so that way your application will be better than those ones. Think a few applications that you will use very often. Is there a way that you could take the most useful features and meld them together to form a new type of app? So all these are ideas that we can do. So you can search in the App or Play Store for these type of applications similar to the products that you want to sell. You can take some ideas from there plus your ideas, and you can improve this application. Remember that it's really important that you write down any of these ideas. You can do it in a notebook or with the Canvas model that we learned with sticky notes. Even if you know an app already exists to solve this problem, because all you'll see in the next step, there may be an opportunity to make a better application than what they currently exists. So we have to keep this in mind. You can build a better applications than the one that already exists in the App or Play Store. Okay. The next step, do competitive market research. Okay, so you can check the names of the applications, and you need to think about a great name for your application. This has to be a short name, a name that get the attention of the customer or get the attention of any target that you want as a customer. You need the application name, with the features of the application that you want to build. Also, the price, because you need to get some money too. Probably you need to give for free part of the application, but if the customer wants more things, you can get money for all these features in the application. The app publisher also is important to show in your application all the offers, services that you have for your customers. And also, it's really important that when you already build the application, you have to be updating this application. Also, you need to have a control of the ratings, how the people rate your applications. You see how many stars they give you? And the comments, those are really important things that you need to pay attention, because in this part, you will know how your customer or your client think, what they want, what they like, what they don't like. This is really important. Also, you need to get a control or how many downloads you have from your application. And you can get all these when the App Store or Play Store accept your application. You might want to create a matrix of a spreadsheet to keep track of your results. This research that you're doing right now is going to create the starting point for the features to include on your own application and which one you have to focus on first. So remember that part. Start thinking in the name for your application, the features that you want, the price, announcement, and we're gonna check that part, how we're going to control the ratings and reviews and also the downloads from your application. Okay, the next step, you have to write out the features for your app. What things you want in your app. This part is a lot of fun because you get to dream. Take your app idea and you need to put your mind to work. You have to imagine what the perfect version of your application will be. The vision will be undoubtedly evolve and change based on actual user feedback and testing. But for now, the sky is the limit. So you have all these great ideas that we really saw with you, the platforms that you create in the web pages that you send me, all these great ideas. And now you have to put the same thing that you have in your web page in an application. Get it all down on paper and realize your idea and breathe some life into it. So what the next step, now you really have your idea. You know what product or service you want to sell. And now you have to think and imagine how you want to create your app. I'm going to give you an example. For example, if your app idea is a social network application like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any type of social media, then you might start with this. And also you can start with this for any type of business that you want to build. Number one, users will be able to create an account. So that way they can log in into your application. Something important that you have to do in an easy and friendly way for your customers. They can create a new account using an email and password, or they can log in with Facebook, Twitter, Google, or any type of these accounts. User will be able to set a username, profile photo, and a short biography. When you get this information of your customers, you can meet and know the needs of the customers. You can give the opportunity to your customers to tell you about them. So that way you can learn from your customers and you will know what needs they have, what they want to find in the app that you build. And also improve the application if they like or they don't like some things that you have in your application. For the profile photo, also the user should be able to select an existing photo from the photo library or give the opportunity to take a new photo with the camera in front of the app. So I want that you start thinking about all these important things that we need to know before we go to the platform and build an application. Okay? The next step is make a design mock-ups of your app. Now, you're ready to start thinking about how to begin an application that is friendly, easy to use. Okay, and you need to think what the user is going to see in your application. So remember, write all your ideas in a notebook or pieces of paper through the Canvas model. You can use that part. You need to think about the structure that you want in your application, like the main screens, the main navigation, the onboarding sequences, what you want to show first, second, third, etc. The usability of the application, all the tools that you need, the sketch that you want to use. All these are really, really important to think about before we build our application. Okay, then we have to create our app design. In the platforms that I'm going to show you, we have already a lot of designs, beautiful designs that you can choose, or some that probably you can that you can upload to these platforms and add to the application that you are creating. It's time to bring your app to life visually. Visualize is really, really important because all the people want to see pictures, want to see videos, something that they really attract the customers. That's why it's really important the way of how you visualize the application by designing exactly how your application will look like. It's sort of like those pre-constructions condo brochures showing concept art or how the condo will look when it's built. Okay, you need to create a graphic design that represent the look of your final product. You have to imagine how you want that the customers see the product or merchandise or services that you are offering. Represents the look of the final product and can be used in presentations to sell potential investors or partners. Developers can use the integrate the graphic assets into the project. Okay, so this is something important that you really need to know, have a really clear idea of what you want for your application and how you want that your final product look in the application. Here there are some tips that we can also take care. Number one, you can hire a professional designer to create an app design for you, but we don't want that part. Well, what we want is that you build an application and that you turn in a professional designer and that you create new applications. And also this is another way for you to get money because you can build applications for other companies, for other friends, family, and you can have this opportunity also knowing another client, working for another customers and building applications, and you can sell these applications. Another important thing to think is if you want to do it by yourself or you want to get a partner, also if you have a friend that design or is studying graphic design or publicity, you can also ask for help. You can use a pre-done application design templates. That's what we're gonna use today, a pre-platform in where we're going to build for free an application and learn to make your own app design. This is the objective of this class, that you learn how to make your own application and also design this application in a better way. Okay, the next step, put together an app marketing plan. There are almost 2 million applications in the iOS app or Play Store. Imagine that, more than 2 million applications. In these stores, you can find applications for everything, even the application that you can imagine about that product, or about a service or something. There's 2 million applications in these stores. In order to make sure that your app gets seen, because you need that your customers see your applications. And remember that you have this competency of 2 million apps in that platforms already. You need to have a plan to market it at the right audience. That's why it's really important about the target audience. Things you can do before your app is published. Number one, build a landing page for your app, and build a pre-launch email list. It's important that you have a landing page for your application at the very least so that people have somewhere to visit to learn more about your application. If you really have your web page, and if you ask information when your customers log in your web page, you have information of your customers. You have a mailing list, and you can send to your customers this feature, asking them to try your application. So that way you have a feedback about this application and you can improve the application. Number two, include a media kit for your app. This one is often overlooked. A media kit is simply a package that contains some key information about your app and all the logos for your app. This is another way. So you can send this pack showing just part of your application, just to get a feedback about how the people see the idea that you have for this application. Number three, document your journey. I love this part because this is so organic. Publicity, document your journey while you're getting your app built, and then your customers like to see. The people like to know the stories of how all these companies start and what you did to start your own business. So write down all the story, starting from the idea that you have. Okay, here we go. You can build your applications in several platforms. This is the step where you actually bring to life your app from the design and requirements document that you create in early steps. By the way, this is the stage when all of you are going to get excited because you are going to create a tangible application, a real one. Learn to code and build it yourself. There's a lot of applications that have a lot of codes, but we don't know how to codify an application. That's why we're gonna use a platform where we don't use any type of code, so don't worry about this part. This is most time consuming but you'll gain a valuable and in-demand skill to build your own app, and you're gonna turn in a great developer of application. You can work with a partner, with a programmer. This is another option, but it's up on you. Remember that probably if you hire somebody, you have to pay, and we don't want to pay any money to build the application. Use an app builder, that's what we're gonna do today. If you're looking for how to create an application without coding, this is for you. And we have 5 platforms that I'm gonna show you today, so that way you can build your application for free. There are services out there where you can get an app built by selecting a template and making cosmetic choices to change it. Typically, these platforms charge you a monthly fee to keep your app running, but we're gonna check the part that is they don't have charges for you. Once your app is built, the work isn't done yet because it's time to test your application for bugs and errors. In software development, to remember that we don't want any type of bug in your application. So because this is gonna causing the app not to work as we are expected. So the security is also really important, but in the app or Play Store, they have a lot of security. So this isn't gonna happen to you. Okay, I'm gonna show you here some of the platforms that you can use. Today, we're gonna have a tutorial video from AppyPie. These have a free version. And in this platform, the users like us, we don't have any coding experience, who are looking for a very simple and quick way to create an app. Also, they have charges, but we wanna use the free version. We also have this other platform, AppSheet, is also a no-code platforms, and that's what we want. And this is made for companies seeking to rapidly build powerful business application with no code from existing data sources like Excel, Google Drive, SQL, Salesforce, etc. So in these 2 different platforms, the user is looking for an app with very specific of native application functions. And also, if you're looking for a Windows app or a highly customized backend solution, you can choose You can navigate in these platforms and you can see which one you like more. Okay. Also, we have this other platform, Moving Cube, Movimiento Móvil. This mobile cube is made for users looking for the ability to simply build their own apps, great for educational purposes. So if you are studying education, this is a great platform to build, like, for example, an academy or to give classes online, etc. In this part, remember always to use the free version because we don't want to pay. But if you see the charges is that are in $3, $7, $5, and they go up, depends in what you want to present in your application. The other platform is Apps Moment. This is an app maker for building apps and games also for all type of platforms. So if you want to build an application and you have the idea of a new game for kids, for adults, for teenagers, this is the a platform that you can use, the Apps Moment. When users are looking for a cross-platforms app builder with an extensive list of available features. And we have here with this 4 that I already showed, the free version. Another platform is called Mobile Roller. So you can use this platform too. In these platforms, they give you a free way to build your own app. This is for people who need a cost-free app creation for their app building purposes. Anyone can create an Android app for the free and publish on Google Play Store. But this one is just for Android system. The other 4 are for both iOS and Android systems, so you can get more customers. But if you want just an application for free for Android users, you can use this platform, Mobile Roller. These platforms enable anyone to publish their app on the Google Play without paying anything. This is also no time limitation for an Android app. So as you see, you can use this application if you want your application just for Android devices. The AppyPie, the AppSheet, the Moving Cube, and the Apps Moment, at the time when you build the application, they give you this opportunity to get into the iOS system and Android system. But if you want just to build an application just for Android, you can do it also in this Mobile Roller application, okay? And here we have the questions for this week. Question number 1, you have to tell me what is this part. This part is a lot of fun because you get to dream. What is this part in which you start dreaming about building your application? What is that name? Number 2, what is a media kit? Remember that we talk about that too. Number 3, how many apps are in the iOS application or Play Store? Number 3 is the third thing you do before your app is published. Number 5, what's the name of the platform that we're gonna use in the class? That's what we wanna learn right now. We're gonna use the AppyPie platform to build our own application. So I want for you to work to build your own application. As I said before, you really have some great ideas. You already build your web page, and now it's time to build your own application. I want that you think in all these topics that we learned today before we go into the app. So we're gonna see first a video. It's a tutorial video, and we're gonna learn how to build the application in the AppyPie platform. So I want that you really pay attention to this platform and try to understand how it goes this step by step. So when you go, if you can do it this week, it will be so great. And I want that you send me the name of your application or a photo so we can share with your classmates in the Telegram group to all these great ideas that you have. I know that you have a lot of capacity, you are really intelligent students, and you can do whatever your goal is. And that's what we're gonna do today, okay? So Let me share my screen again, and we're gonna see this tutorial video. So please pay attention to this. We're gonna learn how to create an application for free in the AppyPie store. That is one of the 5 platforms that I give you today. So please pay attention to that.
Hello
Hello
everyone and
everyone and
welcome
welcome
back to
back
my
to my
channel.
channel.
Today I
Today
will
I will
show you
show
how
you
to
how to
create an
create an
app
app
without
without.
coding skills. With this method you can create apps for Android, iOS with zero coding skills, and also you can make money with the apps you created. And I will talk about monetizing your app at the end of the video, so please stick to the end. And if you find this video helpful then please share it with your friends. Sharing is always free. It doesn't cost you anything. So with that being said, let's begin. Let's just get started with the app making process. We go to appypie.com and click on get started. Okay, so we write the name of the app. I'll write my first app. Okay, so it has given me the categories that are things that are most relevant to my the name of my app. So it just gave me according to what it thinks it should be. So I have the option to go for more categories, and there are tons of categories: insurance, law firm, contractor, author, fitness, travel. There are tons of options here. So let's just go with business. Okay, so go next.
Si quieres vender online, asegúrate de llamar la atención. Ve a Wix e-commerce y crea una tienda online profesional.
Okay, so here we have the design of the app. It is showing us that it wants it like that. Do you want it like that, like that? Do you want the options to be at the bottom, or so I'll select this one. There are tons of more layouts available which you can. Okay, this one is cool. Color list queue. Yeah, I'll just go with the bottom one. Okay, so now on this page you can configure the features that you want in your application. So there are these one that are already added to your app. As you can see here, about us, website, one touch, inquire, contact. So let's just remove this one touch. There is the delete button. Yes. And let's go on ahead and add something else. So we will add the social media feature. LinkedIn. Yeah, it's a bit professional. So we add the LinkedIn here. As you can see that there we have the LinkedIn button. So we will go on. Okay, one more thing, we have the system pages. Login. You have to specify the login criteria to log in the page. Sign in, these options, many options here. Sign up now. You sign up page, what it shows on the sign up page, on the forgot password page, payment settings, and everything else. So there is the page style and color scheme. You can go on and customize that. It has tons of features, tons of options here. The color, background color, text color, and everything, even the indenting of the page of the elements. So let's just go and ahead and save and continue. Okay, so now you just have to sign up or log in. So I already have my Facebook ID. I'll go on that. It has logged into my Facebook. hmm Yeah, we're waiting on that. Okay, so it is showing some plans. Just waiting on it to show the free option. We stay on this page a little longer and it will show us the free option. Um, yeah, it shows the free, you stay on this page long enough and it shows you the free plan. So we go on the start free plan now, and it is building the application both on Android and on iOS, iPhones, Apple. So we just give it a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes maybe. Okay, so our Android app is complete and there is a QR code. We can scan that QR code through our mobile phones and we will be able to download the app, or we have the link below. Open it on your mobile device and it will open it. Install the application, and you can also receive the email. Type in your email address over here, or receive the link through the SMS by inputting your phone number over here. So let's just wait for the iOS app to be completed too. Okay, so same goes here for the iOS app. We have a link, a QR code, an option for an email, and an SMS option also. So the application have completed. We can download it on our mobile devices, and let's go ahead and examine the dashboard. So on dashboard, we have a lot of options. We can create a new app. We have account settings, domain settings, and my apps. The app that I just created is in there. So there is an editor option. You can change the feature of the app. You can test the application. You can There is a website option, email template. It's just like hosting, like web hosting for your application. So you can monetize your app, marketing, promotion. There are also option for SEO and analytics. So that was the tutorial for AppyPie. So guys, that is how you can create an app without coding. Now let me tell you how you can make money with your app. Well, there are a lot of ways to earn money from an app. The best way is inserting ads inside the app. And second one is selling apps on Fiverr. These days most of people on Fiverr are doing the same thing, so they make apps using these sites and sell them to the customers. If their customer face any problem, the seller simply forwards the problem to the support team of these sites. And there are more ways to monetize your apps. Just go on Google and search ways to monetize your app. You will find multiple ways to earn cash from your app. So there you have it, guys. This is how you can create an app without coding skills. Please let me know your thoughts in the.
Okay, like you see here, we have this platform called AppyPie. Also, you can go in the other platforms that are in the presentation to build the application. You just have to create an account, check. Let me just go back here in the video. In this part, you can check what category you want. There's hundreds of categories. If it's business, photography, education, services, information, you want to sell clothes, shoes, or any type of service, you just have to choose the category first. Once that you get the category, you see all the tons of categories that we have here. So you choose the category that you want to build, And if you see in the right part of the screen, when you see that cell phone, in here is how it's going to look your application. So that way you can play with different type of images, different types of screens. You just choose what you like the most. And then you can put and you can delete and add features to your application. In here, you just add the feature that you want, or if you don't like what the one that are showing right now in that cell phone, you can delete some of these features also. They also show us a lot of suggestions and how you're gonna work your application with the social media. You need to add here what platforms you want that your customers can sign in. If you want that your customers sign in by Facebook, by Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, or by Google, you can give this information when you're building this application. This is important too. And in here, what you want that your customer put when they sign in. You can choose if you just want to ask for an email or just for just an email and password of a different type of user, how they want to sign in. You have to choose right here. What happens if your customer forget the password? You really have to set up in the application. All these features of that you need to choose and just go in these platforms step by step. Also, you can easily change icons and features at any time in this platform. In here, you see all the different type of prices, but we're gonna choose the free plan. That's where you're gonna choose, so you don't have to pay for build your application.
Con Grammarly puedes escribir en inglés rápido y
Wait a
confiadamente.
minute for this announcement.
Controla tus correos.
Yeah.
Plan now.
Okay. And as you see
And
here, this platform gives us the opportunity to get in the market of the iOS market and Android market. So this is really, really important. And you see here, this is how the same platform is building the application. Also, you can get the opportunity to have QR system. So you can just share the QR application and anybody can download your app. Another thing that they told us at the end of the video is that also you can do money. Here you see how you can check, how you can edit your application, test your application, see how it looks, what you can do better if you want to delete something or add something. And in this part, the Fiverr platform, in here, they also give us another idea because you can put publicity and information for another applications or from another companies, and you can get money for give this announcement inside your application. So this is something to think about too. We can do money doing that also. So you can do money building web pages. You can do money building application. You can do money doing business to business, showing publicity from another companies into your app, into your web page. And also the opportunity that you have to sell any type of merchandise, any type of product or service in the web. I hope that we have more time so we can learn more how to build the applications in the different platforms. But I invite you to create your application with the idea that you have. So if you please go in this platform, AppyPie, all the information is already in the Telegram group, but I'm gonna send that again today. And please check all these different platforms to see which one offer you better features for your product. I hope that you really enjoyed the class. For the first laboratory, we're gonna have it from the 18th to the 21st of April. And it's just a short quiz. It's gonna be 10 questions to answer for just to get you these 10 points for the first lab. So this first lab is we're going to evaluate the content from week 1 to week 5. So it's the same topics that we study for our first exam. These topics we're going to evaluate in another questions in this laboratory. So please study for this first quiz. Thank you so much. I hope that you have a great Sunday and enjoy this week. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.